right, you'll come over. Thanks everyone for coming today. Today is a police and a search effort briefing. Basically the reason that we called this was just to kind of get all the facts out there and make sure everybody was on the same page. As far as for the police section, I will speak. Charlie will speak on behalf of the Shunick family and Josh, and then I also have Mr. Tim Miller that's going to speak on behalf of Equusearch. And then after that, then we'll take any questions you have, as many as that we can before we're going to have to cut it short. What I want you to know is the facts are that what we know regarding Mickey is that she arrived at Atmosphere at 10:13 on the Friday evening, and that we know for a fact she left at 12:44. All these facts are already out, but just to rehash them. At 1:24, we know they were at Taco Bell, her and Bradley. At 1:31, we know she received a phone call, and since that time, there's been no activity on the phone other than people trying to call her. So we know that for sure. We are continuing to receive about 20 tips an hour from people that are calling in information about different locations around Lafayette. There are a lot of rumors out there that we found the cell phone, we found articles. None of that is true. I'm here to tell you we have found no articles in relation to this case in dealing with finding Mickey Shunick. So just keep that in mind. There was a rumor that we had found a bike. That is false as well. One thing that we ask for people to do is, again, what we put out yesterday, if they have any type of video surveillance at their residence or their business, is to view that video from about 1 o'clock in the morning till about 3 o'clock in the morning on the Saturday morning, and if they see anything, that they can call the police department or call the TIPS line, which is 337-291-8633. That TIPS line continues to remain open. As long as we get those tips in, we're going to continue to man it and have people answer and take that information and continue to send detectives out on that information. And that's going to be through the Memorial Weekend soon. There's nothing else new on the case, unfortunately, but as soon as we have some information, I will release it. I will send out an email if we're going to hold a briefing tomorrow. I don't see any reason to have a briefing in the event of no new information, but you'll feel free to call me, okay? Right now, I'd like to let Charlie speak, and just as far as for the state of the family and what exactly the search party needs.
The family's doing really well. We're finally starting to get some sleep. My parents here are just at home relaxing, sleeping with my brother as well. That's what everyone's been asking us the first question, so we're just letting everybody know we're finally sleeping. We've gotten more than enough food and help and love at home. We still just need more volunteers and people talking about it. People who can't get out there and walk, we understand not everybody is able to go on mile-long searches and things like that. If they want to come here and see if there's anything they can do to help, or at least just get online and email everyone they know, keep Facebooking everyone they know, keep tweeting everything, and on Instagram hashtagging and stuff like that. That's all we can really do. Contact every single person you know anywhere in the world at this point. She could be anywhere. We really, really want to thank the community and everybody who's been thinking about us and helping us out. I mean, where would we be without everyone here and everybody in the community, and now everyone in the nation and world thinking of us and talking about my sister and sending love her way. I know she feels everyone thinking of her, and I'm sure she's empowered by that. She's a strong girl, so y'all just keep doing what you're doing. It's great. We can't thank you enough.
I would ask Mr. Tim just come up and maybe just say a few words as to what Equusearch has done since you arrived.
Well, I mean, we came in here on, and it was a challenge. I think that everybody that was involved, from the time that Mickey disappeared until we got here, did a wonderful job with what they've had to work with. No community is prepared for this to happen. So what they did at the very beginning, they did a good job. When we were asked to come in, we've actually worked with the Lafayette Police Department in the past. We've got a wonderful working relationship with them. We felt as though it was necessary to bring in some more experienced people, to go ahead and get the command center better organized and stuff, and we've done that. We've got people here from Ohio, from Texas, Alabama. We've got some coming in from Florida, our experienced people that we've used all over. We brought in one of our planes this morning and did some flying. I think we've got helicopters going to be going up there just a little bit. We've got searchers out. You know, at the end of the day, we question ourselves, what are we doing wrong? What can we do different? And bottom line is, I don't think anything. I think we've got the knowledge, the experience. Everybody certainly has the dedication. And the only thing we're lacking right now is that little bit of luck that goes along with it. I think, as the corporal said, we really don't have anything to go on. You know, if they had something to go on, I know that they would, and we said in the very beginning, if you've got an area for us to search, don't tell us why. We're going to let them do their investigation. We'll do our search, and because if anything leaks, it's not going to come from us. We put some fires out that have started in here, and we're just going to focus on what we're doing. We're going to evaluate at the end of every night on what our plans are for the next day. And we've got a lot of work to do. We've got a lot of work to get. And we certainly appreciate y'all letting us come into your community. We're very honored that you trusted in us enough to help. And again, we're all in. You know, I told you searchers, you know, we've got a holiday weekend, and everybody here has something better to do than what they're doing. And many people are sacrificing a lot. And many of us for a girl that we don't know. So, you know, if you just support us and get the word out there and we're holding on to that hope that Mickey's alive out there somehow.
She is alive.
So we're eliminating areas, and at the end of the day, if we get a little disappointed, but we say, you know what, we know where she's not at. As long as we know where she's not at, she's still alive. So anyhow, just keep her in your thoughts and prayers, and let's go.
Thank you, Mr. Tim. And before we start taking questions, I just want to, on behalf of the Shunick family and all the Corps volunteers that have been working with the police department, big thank you to the University of Louisiana Police Department and their facility. By moving here, it has been a tremendous help in making the operation a lot smoother. Other agencies involved are St. Mary Parish Sheriff's Office, Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office, St. Martin Parish Sheriff's Office, Patterson Police Department, U.S. Marshal Service, the FBI, Louisiana State Police, and I'm sure I've maybe passed over a few, but the law enforcement community has embraced the search for Mickey, and working with the volunteers, we appreciate that, and we just want to put that out there. I'll take any questions, Ms. Matt.
Paul, can you talk more about the Equusearch surveillance video all across the area, as well as reports of a video of a bicyclist, we're not sure what it is, around the time frame that Mickey was said to have left?
We have been reviewing hours and hours of video, and part of the biggest issue is that a lot of the video is either coming from inside of a building facing out, so it's very grainy or very difficult to look at, or we just can't make out exactly what's passing in front of the camera. So it's so important that, you know, unfortunately, you know, we may have missed some people that have surveillance equipment, that they review their own equipment for us, and if they see something of importance, that they contact the police, either by calling 911 or calling the TIPS line at 291-8633.
Do you know who it was that was the last person that she called and talked to on the phone?
Yes, we know it was a friend of hers that she received the call from, and we have spoken to her, and yes, we did.
Can you also kind of recap, I guess, what's happened this week, which areas you guys have searched, and the techniques that you've used, and maybe some information on that?
Mr. Tim, the question is of the techniques of searching and as far as for searching the area.
You know, we actually go out and we drive areas, we do some recon work out there, and then we determine what resources are needed in that area. You know, we've been involved in 1,200 plus searches all across the country and many outside of the country. And, You know, our people that have been with us for a long time are very experienced. That's why we're bringing in our best people from all different states. And you know, you can't really explain how you do it on, you know, it just takes a lot of searches to determine what resources are there. I mean, we've got our boat here with sonar equipment. We've got a small drone airplane that we've used several times. So we've got things here that we haven't used yet, but we'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So, you know, we may look at an area and say, you know what, we need to use that resource at this time. So, and before we use any of them resources, we get with the U.S. Marshals and the police department and explain what we're going to do. They've been out there on many, many searches with us. So again, the working relationship that we have is, you know, right now it's just something.
Speaking of resources right now, a lot of people have been really great with bringing in items and things for us to use. Things that we are asking to temporarily hold off on are water, snack foods, toiletries, flashlights, and bug sprays. We were good on that. Really what we need right now is volunteers. So any help in that would be great. We've received so much help from the community. It's been amazing. Let's keep it going.
Can you talk about what volunteers need to do, what time to get here? We have a lot of questions about what volunteers who haven't come yet, what they should be doing.
Volunteers over the age of 18 can go on searches. If you do go on these searches, you need to wear long pants and comfortable walking shoes, boots, anything like that. Anything else we can supply for you. The earliest searches that we're doing is at 8 o'clock in the morning, so be here around then. We're ready to go. We need people early in the morning to come out. I know that's kind of harder for people during the week, but that's when we need people as well. All throughout the day, the usual time that we stop is around 4 or 5, so anytime till then. But anything like that would be great, and we could use all the help we can get.
Any other questions?
What geographical areas have you guys searched?
Not sure. What was the question?
We basically have divided the city into a grid, and basically off of tips we receive and also information, we actually have spread out and covered a good portion of the city, specifically in the projected routes where we think Mickey may have traveled. And so that's the main area of concentration, but we have not restricted ourselves to just that area. We're also looking at waterways, coulees, abandoned buildings. Any information that we receive in, we send people out to check that particular area and follow up on that tip. Every tip is the person is called back, we contact them, and we get a good description, and we go out and we do a follow-up. So again, the tips continue to come in. Yes, sir.
We know Brentley Wilson was the last person to see her. What have the police done to rule him out as a person of interest?
Well, Brentley has been very cooperative. He's come in and did some lengthy interviews with us, as long as providing us information of where he was before and after, and so we've been, you know, able to find the facts that the basis of his story is true. So we feel pretty comfortable with his story. But again, you know, that's part of the process of trying to locate her, is that we go to the place where she was last seen and of course search and interview and canvass the area as well.
A couple of days ago we saw some officers carrying what appeared to be bags of evidence away from Ryan Street. Can you elaborate on that?
No, I can't. That's part of the ongoing investigation. What y'all have to understand is that anytime someone calls in a tip, regardless of the article, we're taking those articles in because we don't know the evidence, whether the evidence value of it is going to be involved or not. And so we can't take a chance. So we really have to pick up every article that we go out and actually visually see. And if it's feasible that we're able to take it in, we're actually picking all those items up and keeping them under this case.
Can you tell us if any of the articles that were picked up, if they are relevant?
So far, we have found no articles that we believe to be relevant at this time, based off of what information we have in the investigation. Any other questions? All right, well, we appreciate y'all coming out. Obviously, I'm the contact for the police department. I'll let Corey, do you want to come up and introduce yourself so if anybody...
My name is Corey. I've been doing any media liaison
duties with the family, with all the teams. If you guys have anybody that you want to interview, please contact me. You can get my number and email address after. I want to thank the media. You guys have been covering it very well. Thank you for keeping her face on the screen on your Facebook pages, on your website. Thank you very much. Again, if you have any question, need something relevant that we could try to keep her face on the page so that people aren't getting angry with us, let me know, and I'll do everything that I can to help you guys out. Please keep shooting it to your networks, and thank you.